Hello and welcome to day number 9 of my 12/12 birthday countdown. So if you've been following along with me and you've listened to my countdowns in the past, you may remember one year when I did the 12 golden rules, and I just talked about things that I live by, and one of those rules was everything happens for a reason. And I would say today's blessing would certainly fall into that category, because it all started with an Amazon package. And believe it or not, it is not because what was in the package. It was the fact that the package was delivered to my apartment when it wasn't supposed to. So, here's the backstory. There was a situation where I was awaiting a package from Amazon, and when it finally arrived, I very quickly opened my door, opened it up, and noticed that the items in the box were actually not the items that I ordered. And so I was very confused at first. And so I went back and looked at the box and realized that they actually delivered it to the wrong apartment. And so I very quickly put everything back, wrapped it back up, wrote a little note, and proceeded to take it to my neighbor's apartment who it belonged to. Unfortunately, they were not home at the time, and so I left the package in the note for them to find once they did come home. And as I was leaving their apartment, another neighbor came out who was looking for his Amazon package. And I explained to him the situation of me dropping off someone else's package because it was accidentally delivered to my apartment. And so as we continued to talk, we learned some things about each other. And in the process, I shared that I started a podcast back in 2021. And it was convenient because his wife was in the process of starting a podcast. And so that very quickly spiraled into me somehow being a part of the production of said podcast. Now, when he initially shared this with me, I really didn't know what to expect. I thought that it would just be a situation where I share some tools and some ideas and some suggestions that I learned along the way. However, that was not what happened. In fact, it became much greater than that. For me, this was very different because typically my podcasts are just me, maybe one other person, but the filming of said process is very different. In this case, we actually were in a studio, and I met some amazing actors and was brought on as the associate producer of this production, which was a very interesting process for me. I learned a lot on the spot, and this was truly a blessing for me because it gave me the opportunity to learn something, to really challenge myself in terms of taking on this project and starting with a beginner's mindset. And I was able to build some really great connections in the process as well, including my neighbors who are super awesome. And so that is blessing number 9 of my 12 blessings of 2024. And I will see you here tomorrow for blessing number 10. Okay? See ya.